So I started in March, and by summer I think I'm a seasoned vet. You know, I've got like, I don't know, 100 journeys. I think I'm fucking cock of the walk. Right. Nobody knows shit, right? If somebody tells you they know they've got a secret to fucking life, bullshit, right? This is my understanding of what my experience is. But I get it because I understand this is a simulation, okay? I'm not. You think about The Sims and that's a simulation. That's all this is. We're energy, right? This is, grasp it or don't. I'll go into it a couple of times. We're energy. We're all energy, vibrating at a certain frequency. If you're filled with anger, dread, bitterness, fear, hatred, your dad hated you, your mum left you, you've got abandonment issues, your wife hates you, your husband hates you, you're sick of your life, okay? These are all designed, these are all ways of lowering your vibration, okay? You're an energy being. So the idea is to fuck off everything that's dragging you down. It's that simple, dragging you down. It's keeping you lower, because that's what this system is. This is the creators of this game. That's what it is. It's a game. Okay, life is a game. If you view it on these simplistic terms, you download into this game, and you have in your intuition, in your heart, in your knowing. You know everything from all your previous incarnations, okay? When you come as a kid, you can't put the wisdom of a 50 lifetimes in a baby, right? Because you'd fucking explode in this pram. So it's white clean, okay? But you have it. The secret is how quick you wake up in this reality, in this time frame. How quick you wake up and understand why you're here. Right, because you chose to come here, right? So all the shit that's happening to you is because of the system, the platform that we're playing in. Okay, so if you look at any game, you have goodies and you have baddies. You're the star of your show. You're the main avatar. Okay. Always remember that. You're not the supporting role of anybody. This is your reality. Okay. So if you think all you're here is to make your husband happy, right, or serve your kids, or to give them the best life, or to be something, it's not. This is about you, okay? Some people will never wake up through this, right, because the system and the people that run it, or the people, the AI, whoever created this reality, okay, that we are allowed to work, that we come into. The cleverest, we're cleverer than anything we're cleverer, right? So you come to this reality, and the idea is how quick you wake up, and then you get it, and you step out, you go, because once you understand you're in a game, right, you can then move through the game because you know the rules. Okay, we've all played Pac-Man or Super Mario, okay, or GTA, or I don't know, whatever the games are that kids play now, right? As you're driving down the road, there is no road until you turn around the corner, and then it renders. That's what this is, right? Around the back of here, there's nothing until I view it, until somebody up around there is viewing it. Okay? The only thing you can guarantee in this life is you and your thoughts. That's it. Whatever you are, only you, right? Everybody else is a support character in your game. Okay? When you view life like that, you start to understand how much shit you can let go. Right? The system is created for you to break it down, okay? You choose to live a life of fear. That's your choice, okay? You choose to live a life of anger, of bitterness. That's your choice. They're designed to keep your vibration low, okay? Once you understand to let all them things go, your vibration rises, and all the shitty people that are in your life no longer are in your life because you can't deal with them. You don't need to, so you let them go. And as you raise your vibration, right, you find other people attract to you. I've done it, right? I thought I was a really funny guy. Life was all a party. But I wasn't. I was an arsehole, right? I was angry. I was ego driven. I thought I was it, right? But that's what every kid does when they're 18, 19. Especially when you come from where I come from, in a northern town. You're supposed to drink and you're supposed to fight. Because you don't know any different, because you're being indoctrinated. But when you get conscious, when you're conscious of your own self, you understand that you make your own choices in this life, right? And you can keep making the same mistakes and make the same choices, will come up with the same outcome. I wish people had told me, I wish I had a dad like me that told me this stuff, right? So that I could be free a lot longer. But I also understand that I'm 49, nearly 50. I had to go through this stuff, right? It's lessons you have to learn, and they'll keep repeating in a different situation, but it'll be the same thing. You'll go, fuck, it's so similar to my first wife, isn't it? Or it's so similar to, remember that time when this happened? You get it? The sharp you realise, don't make that mistake again. Just learn from it. It's just, so in the game format, you have lessons you have to learn. And when you learn them, you upgrade, okay? I'm a window cleaner in Birmingham, and I talk to old people, and they haven't even woke up. They're sat in fear about dying, right? Because they've got a life of regrets. And I've got 30 years younger than them, and I am like, fucking death isn't a thing, right? When I tell people death isn't a thing, right? Because you're an infinite being. This is a blink of, there is no time beyond this existence, okay? Time is a format. Time is a construct for this body, for this meat suit that you are currently living in, right? And existing in. Outside of this reality, time does not exist. I know that because do I want to spoiler alert? Yeah, okay, spoiler alert. As I did more and more Changa, and I started to, and I was jumping into these bodies, it really upset me when I realised that I jumped into these kids' bodies. I'm thinking, I don't want to be in a fucking kid's body. It's weird. And then I started thinking, okay, well, why am I jumping into these kids' bodies? And I thought, was it fixing my childhood? Because in the scheme of things, I didn't have the worst, but I certainly didn't have the best childhood. It was tough. It was quite brutal at times. But you're told it's character building. They fucking built a fucking serial killer. No, it built a character that was fucking tough. I'm fucking rock hard. But that isn't ultimately what I am. What it's created is a man that found it hard to love, found it hard to feel, because I had created a veneer around me, a protective shell that now, as like I say, a nearly 50-year-old man, I don't need it. We don't need it. But in this 3D reality, it's very hard to walk this path. Balls to the wind, telling people this is me, like it or lump it. If you don't like it, that's your issue, that's not mine. I've always understood it, but I projected that in a different way. I was like, fuck you. If you don't like me, don't like me. Whereas now, I don't have to say fuck you, because I understand. That's because they're vibrating at a lower dimension. They're a lower frequency. So that is their You know how it's like, you stood in the pub and you're just having a great time, and then the drunken guy thinks you're an arsehole and he wants to pick on you. 10 out of 10 times I'd have lamped him before he even started, because I know what's going to happen. Whereas now, I would step out of that situation, or I'd approach him before he got drunk and start talking about the nature of reality, because I was that man. Everything is a lesson and you have to understand it. I'm talking from perspective of quite a big, strong fella. For women, it's the same, but it's the differences, and I don't know. Maybe how you're perceived in your work, or how you're perceived in your home life, or your relationships, whether you're making the same mistakes with men, whether you give too much ground. It's exactly the same, right? It's about understanding that you have all the power. Because you create your own reality. I'm a window cleaner, right? Most people watching this have got way more money than me. I don't have a dime in my bank. I'm £1,000 overdrawn, right? But what I choose to do is understand that I've chose this reality to enjoy it, okay? I can sit and I can complain about the weather, and I can work a zero contract, or I can live a life of debt. Or I can go, I'm stepping out that system. That system doesn't serve me, because it's a control system. And once you understand your power, that once you understand the way the game works, you don't have to play the game. You play the game because you don't understand the rules. So over the summer I'm smoking it, and I've done every scenario you can think of. I've kept my eyes open because I want to see the visuals. I'm literally cross-referencing as I go. So I've had my eyes shut, I've had the lights on, I've had the lights off, I've had music on, I've had transcendental meditation, I've had higher vibrational music, I've had rave, I've had every type of music, trying to see how it plays and what the effects are. And then I would record it, and I would I'd cross-reference of what I know, and I started to build up a picture. But what I could never control was where I jumped into, okay? And that was quite unnerving. Until the summer, I started to smoke it a lot outside, in nature, and I'd keep my eyes open. And then I realised that everything is alive, right? The spirit. When you keep your eyes open and you smoke the Changa, the DMT, you start to see that everything is a vibration. It's an energy. The trees have energy. When you hug them, you squeeze them, you feel it. The grass is alive. Everything is a living. Everything. It's alive. The whole thing. It's very hard to explain. Everything is alive. Dimensionally, this platform, 3D platform, it's nuts and bolts, wood and that. Everything's solid. But on a quantum level, there's nothing here, so we're energy. So when you smoke the DMT, the Changa, third eye activation, your eyes, a lens comes over and you see the world for what it is. What you start to see is other dimensions. Okay, and they're all overlaid on top of this. Okay, so what I'll start to see is God's, for want of a better word, beings in the sky, right, coming and interacting with me. But they're cleverer than me, so I know I'm not manifesting this. I'm not hallucinating it. These have personalities and character traits and way more know-how and knowledge than I could ever have, okay? And the flying, right? And I'm in awe, and they're interacting with me because they're as surprised that I can see them. So I start seeing these things in the sky. I'm interacting with these things in my garden. I went camping and I'd be seeing stuff. But what I understood was, when you smoke DMT, whatever comes out the top of your head, you open this gateway, okay? 70, 60, 70 degrees above my head. I'm in the garden and I'm laid after my trip. I'm just looking up and I see this black ball in the sky, way up. I'm looking and I'm thinking, what is it? Just a black ball, and it goes there and it just goes across the sky over about 90 seconds and then just fades out. So the next day I took my camera out and my phone out and smoked it, and after I'd been smoking for a while, 2 or 3 trips, and I knew a bit about UFOs and it's very hard to capture them on camera. So I see this black ball, no, it was a black disc, and it's above my head. It's, I don't know, maybe 5 miles up, and it's like that. And I'm looking, and it starts to move across, and it came from directly above me, and it's just observing. That's how it feels. It feels like a drone observing me. So I can't find my phone. So by the time I look for my phone, I go like that. It's gone, just gone. So the third day, I'm thinking, this isn't a coincidence. So the third day, I leave my phone again. I'm going, as much as I want to photograph this stuff and I want people to believe me, it doesn't matter, because I know. That's it. I know. If nobody watches this and goes, what a fucking idiot, it doesn't matter, because I know, right? And I'm not a crank, I'm not a wacko. I know what I know, and I'm experiencing what I've experienced. So third day, did my smoking, interacted with all these things, and then all of a sudden I see this ball, and it's about that size, and it looks like a lump of red oil paint, like they squeeze out the tubes. It's just there in the sky. Wow. So I'm looking. I'm thinking, just enjoy it for what it is, right? It's coming, and what I understand is I'm opening a portal, okay? From the top of my head, it goes up, and it goes there. And when I open that, all the higher dimensional stuff that's there, which there's infinite amounts of it, come by and they observe you. But because I'd never seen higher dimensional stuff or understood it, I didn't know how it actually worked. So I watched this red ball and it just floated across the sky for about 90 seconds and then it phased off. And I just went, thank you. You know, whether that's for me, whether they're just checking me out, whether it's, you know, but I started to understand the power I have. And that's the thing, you're a sovereign entity. You've got to understand that. When you're born, you're told that you're not, that you have to salute the Queen, and you have to pay your taxes, and you have to abide by the laws. But then none of this is serving you, right? This is designed to just fleece you, okay? Between the banking system and the pharmaceutical companies, all they're doing is fleecing you and killing you, right? And that's how it works. You can either choose to live in that reality or step out of it.